Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. You got Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. And yes, this is the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in. You know, we talk a lot about real estate and mortgages and finance and opportunities in the market and challenges that we have in the market. We're always looking for ways to help our clients and our listeners navigate how to properly invest in real estate, save the most money, make the most money, establish wealth. We're doing all of that. We're helping folks right and left. You know, I've been teaching classes on mortgages, real estate, and investing for 35 years. And I will tell you something, you do not need to pay $2,500 for a weekend seminar to get talked into joining some group where you can buy homes with no money down and use other people's money, and you don't even have to have good credit. Those things don't exist, folks, or else I'd be doing it. They don't exist. The real world exists, but there's lots of opportunities, and I'm seeing opportunities right and left. We're going to discuss that today. So listen, if you are not in the market to buy a home right now, you're not in the market to refinance because you got a 3.5% 30-year fixed rate on your mortgage, don't leave my show. You can help other people. And you may say, you know what? I don't care about helping other people. Well, you should. You should help other people. You know people that need your help. You got a great mortgage. You got a low rate. You have money in the bank. You're gaining equity. You know how many people out there just don't know how to do it? They don't get it. They just don't get it. You know, you hear me say all the time, there's no such thing as a rich renter because there isn't. And don't tell me Elon Musk is a renter and Grant Cardone's a renter. They own billions of dollars worth of real estate. Don't kid yourself. You look around the room, you evaluate all the people you know, everybody you know, homeowner or renter. You tell me who has money in the bank and who doesn't. You know, I was looking at statistics. The average renter in America has about $10,000 to $13,000 to their name. How do you like that? The average homeowner in America has $230,000 to their name. Which one would you rather be? The renter with no money or the homeowner with money? Now, I'll give you an example. My son, 27 years old, bought his first home at 23. Great job. Did it on his own. Okay. Mom and I helped him with a little bit of closing costs, but that was it. That was it. We made him do it on his own. He did it on his own. He bought at 23. He's 27 now. So it's been not quite 4 years. He has almost $200,000 in equity in his property. Now, listen, here's a guy. He works for a nonprofit. He makes about 50 grand a year. His wife's a teacher. She makes about 40 grand a year. They don't have enough money to barely make it from month to month, but they're both givers. I mean, she's a teacher. He's a nonprofit. He's giving back. He goes on the weekend and feeds the hungry at homeless shelters. I mean, he's a great person, but he's not in the occupation that's ever going to make him any money, and he's not going to get rich doing it. How could somebody that's living paycheck to paycheck have $200,000 in the bank and not inherit it? That's how you do it, folks. That's how you do it. Now, you could tell me, you could be a naysayer. There's plenty of them out there. Everybody's got a naysayer. Everybody's got the negativity around them. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. So listen, we can address facts. The facts are we've been in a soft market since March of 2022. Everybody agree to that? Yeah. Home prices have even come down a little bit. Can we agree with that? Yes. In some areas, they have not, though. In some areas, we've seen between 1.5% and 3% appreciation. Now, is that a great deal of appreciation? No, it's not. So you may say, well, until homes start going up in value, I don't want to invest in real estate. That's like saying I want to wait for a stock to increase in price before I buy it. Give your head a shake. Listen, Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy, but be greedy when others are fearful. People are fearful right now. People are sitting on the sidelines. I don't know what's going to happen with the economy. When. Trump's not doing that. Biden did this. Everybody's blaming everybody. It's bull. It's Bolshevik. Forget about it. Listen, get in your own lane and learn how to make money in real estate. Learn how to invest properly in the market. You have to do it all. And listen, I'm in the business of helping people in mortgages, but do you think all my money is tied up in real estate? Well, it's not. It's not. Is a lot of it? Yes. Have I made a lot of money in real estate? Tons of money in real estate. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you this because I try to be as genuine and realistic and vulnerable with my listeners and my clients as I possibly can. Now, I didn't always tell people this, okay, because I was embarrassed about myself. But I'm a 10th grade dropout. Okay. I didn't even finish the 10th grade. Now, there was a reason, but I'm not a victim. So I don't want you to take this as a victim because I'm not a victim. I lost mom at 15 and dad died 8 months later. Okay. I was in the middle of the 10th grade, lost both my parents all within 8 months. It was difficult. I was shipped to Canada to live with an uncle who owned a junkyard. Okay. I lived there for 10 months. I was 17. I bought a car, worked in a factory in Canada, never lived in Canada before, worked in a factory at 17 to make enough money to buy a car. And I took my car and my dog and I moved back to Florida at 17 years old. I had to lie about my age and get a fake ID so I could get a job because nobody hired 17-year-olds for full-time work. So I got a job working at the city of Maitland. Okay. I was probably making about $5 an hour. God knows back then. However, I was doing manual labor. I was cleaning sewer holes. I was fixing potholes. I was doing labor. And my girlfriend at the time was on the dean's list at UCF. And she looked at me one day and she said, if you don't go back to school, you are going to be in labor for your whole life. And you know what? It hit home. And it was one of those defining moments that really meant a lot to me. And so I had to make a choice. I either had to go back to school, and I didn't want to go back to school. I sucked at school even when I was there. I didn't get good grades. I wasn't behaving well. I was at ADD and nobody diagnosed me with it. So I'm all over the place. So I thought I have to find an a trade, an occupation. So I studied who made the most money in real estate as an average American. You know where it's made? In real estate. That's how it's made. It's made in real estate. Who makes the most money in the United States without being a professional investor? Buy real estate. It works. It's simple. You got to make a house payment anyway. You can either pay the landlord rent and make me rich as a landlord. I love it. Keep doing that. Or you can get off your lazy butt and fix it and stop being a victim. You don't need to be a victim. You have everything it takes. You have more than me. You likely have a better education. You're probably smarter than I am. You probably have a better job than I ever had. So what's holding you back? Well, I got divorced and my ex-wife ruined my credit. Oh, I got this, I got that. Whatever it is, we all got our garbage. We all got our skeletons in the closet. But the fact of the matter is you have a brain and you have ability. You don't want to be a victim. You want to do something that's going to change the planet for you and your family and your children. And if you got children and you don't do it for them, who are you going to do it for? You got to let your kids grow up in an apartment complex for their whole life or somebody else's rental property and never have anything to live for? Well, those are the people that come to me that are in their 60s and have no money in the bank and they really struggle. Don't be those people. Don't be that. Don't wait. Help somebody you know. If you got adult children or adult grandchildren or employees, help them, encourage them, get them over to me. I'll help fix it. One way or another will help them become a homeowner. I want you to write my personal number down. These are not call center numbers, folks. This is my phone number. So pull out your cell phone, pull out your BlackBerry, pull out a pad and paper and write it down. My name is Bruce Woodburn, like burning wood, Woodburn. I'm the regional VP for CrossCountry Mortgage. I go by the name the Loan Arranger because I arrange loans. I'm not the Lone Ranger. I'm the Loan Arranger, LOAN, arranger. That's what I am. I arrange mortgages. Now, listen, I told you I'm a 10th grade dropout. So I had to be an overachiever. And I never told anybody I was a 10th grade dropout. I lied that I had an education. I lied for years because I was embarrassed about it. Then my wife went, you know what? Why are you so embarrassed about it? I said, because I felt inadequate. I felt like I didn't measure up. And she says, you've been super successful. You've helped people become millionaires. You help people every day accomplish their goals of homeownership and build wealth. Why don't you just be honest with yourself and be honest with people? So it wasn't easy for me. It really wasn't. And I think that as males, we become very guarded about sensitive things like that. But I tell you that because you can claim to be a victim too. But when I quit claiming to be a victim and I took it upon myself that it was my job and I have the ability and I'm smart enough and I can figure it out, I drilled down on my mortgage business. I became one of the top producers in the entire country, not just locally. And I did that because I wanted to help more people. And I still want to help more people. But you need to help more people. You know, we have to be givers. So if you know somebody that's renting right now, you know somebody that needs help, then get them over to me. I'll do everything I can to help them. And if you can help them, help them. Let's find a way to do it together. Listen, we got Christmas in what, 11, 12 days from now? I'm going to tell you something. The year's shot. It's over. It's time to look at next year. Call me at 407-706-3313. Write that down. Tampa, 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or go to webringyouhome.com. Write it out. It's spelled out. webringyouhome.com. I'm the Lone Ranger. I'm committed to helping more people. I want you to become a homeowner. I want you to invest in real estate. I want to show you how I did it. I want to show you how you can leverage other people's money and not the stupid way that these seminars tell you to do it, where you go to these and join these weekend seminars. That's BS, man. That stuff doesn't work. But grit works. Do you have grit? Have you got any grit? Because you don't have to be the smartest person. You don't even have to make the most money. Listen, I got doctors and physicians that come to me that have combined income of $2 million a year, and they can't scrape together $50,000 to buy that $1 million house they want to buy. But I got teachers that make 45,000. Husband's a police officer, makes 65,000. That own $3 million worth of real estate. Wouldn't you like to be that? If you're a veteran, I can show you how to multiply properties so fast it'll make your head spin. You just have to listen to me and you have to follow my direction. I will lead you in the right direction. Listen, you don't even have to use me. You don't have to use me for a mortgage if you don't want to. I'll still show you how to get rich. Now, I'm in the business of doing mortgages, folks. So I want to do your mortgage, and I work for the best mortgage company in the entire planet. We have more programs than any other lender. We have no overlays. We have the best possible interest rates. We close faster than anybody else. And you got me as a consultant. What more can you ask for? WeBringYouHome.com. Go there now and apply for a mortgage. You want to buy a home? You want to refinance a home? I want to talk to you about that. I want to talk to all you folks that are waiting to refinance, all you veterans that are getting bombarded with emails and phone calls and mail to refinance. I want you to call me first because I'm the only guy that'll be honest with you about whether you should or should not right now. 407-706-3313. Listen, folks, I got a little bit emotional about that, but here's the deal. I got to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, I'm going to talk about what the Fed did, how that affected the market, and how you can take advantage of what's happening right now in the real estate arena. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009, or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere. I'll be right back.